If you had to start with one EQ out of all your EQs, which one would it be? Right, so first of all, let me just tell you what I've got to choose from. So there's the Kush Clariphonic, the Vertigo VSE, the Golly Porter Grinder, the Buzz REQ 2.2, the SPL PQ, and I guess you could include the Golly Dynamic EQ and also probably the Golly Cross Compression EQ. But the one that I would actually pick over all of them, if I had to choose one that let's say for argument's sake, I'm starting a new mastering chain and I've got to pick one EQ that's going to pretty much do it all, it's going to be this one, the Buzz REQ 2.2. And the reason for that is it's very much an EQ that will cover all bases, right? So for instance, the Vertigo VSE, great for certain things, low end 40 hertz and airband, brilliant for that. It's not an all-round EQ. Kush Clariphonic, not an all-round EQ, just does high end. The Golly Porter Grinder, too subtle of an EQ for it to be an all-round EQ. The SPL PQ is the only one that could rival the Buzz, but personally I feel the Buzz has a better sound to it over the PQ as an all-round sound. Now the PQ is brilliant. The PQ has some of the best kind of low, mid and lows bands that you can use as an EQ, far better in my opinion than the Buzz, but it's not that all-round EQ. The Buzz is going to be 4 bands of precision EQ that's going to basically do everything you need it to do. You could have, for argument's sake, I could quite easily replace a lot of these with another Buzz and have 2 Buzz. The reason I've got, let's say for instance, the Golly Porter Grinder underneath is because using that in mid-side, same with the PQ, use that in mid-side. So pairing the kind of the Buzz and the PQ together, you've got stereo EQ left and right, and then you've got on the PQ mid and side. The Buzz can also be used as mid and side. It's got so many features in it that it does cover everything it needs to cover. So for instance, it's got saturation. I mean, it's got a really good saturation circuit on it. It's got a filter on it. It's 4 bands. It's one of, yeah, I mean, it's one of the best EQs ever made, in my opinion. I love it. I've got one in here and I've got one in the other studio as well. It's that good. That is the EQ that I would say out of my EQs, which one I would choose. We do this same video for Studio A as well, because in there you've got a Masalek, a Maag EQ4M, a Buzz, what else is there? There's a Kush Clariphonic in there, Dangerous Music backs. Trying to think off the top of my head what's in there. Yeah, a Golly Porter Grinder as well. So yeah, we'll do this video in Studio A as well. But for this studio, with this equipment that I've kind of got surrounding me here, it's going to be the Buzz REQ 2.2.